What's good, YouTube, man? Shana Down back with another reaction video, man. Today we have the legendary. I'm gonna call him legendary just because every single time I react to his videos, it's nothing but heat, nothing but fire. We have Chainsaw Man, author is insane by none other than Gigguk. The way he structures his content is just so fire, bro. Like, his videos are so entertaining. With that being said, man, let's get straight into the video. Seamless reaction. All right, let's get it.
He's a chainsaw.
My boy Dingy, man, the GOAT. Okay. When Chainsaw Man first was like announced about to be adapted to an anime, everybody was talking about it, bro. My boy, hey, JJK, that shit, I can't wait for that to come back. Demon Slayer went fucking nuts, bro. Oh my goodness, man. Oh shit. Spy Family was gas too.
180,000 people were waiting in the lobby for the new trailer drop.
Sheesh.
Got upwards of 70
million
views on YouTube, which is pretty much unheard of for a new upcoming IP. I mean, these are the kinds of numbers Attack on Titan final season is.
Damn, I didn't even know that. Yo.
Alone, this might be one of the most beautiful things Studio Mappa have produced. I mean,
nah, Mappa, hey, them the GOATs.
It's beautiful.
Nah, my boy Gigguk wild, bruh.
Take over the anime community and further cement Shonen Jump as the powerhouse of anime and manga. But
that makes sense.
I'm not here to talk about Chainsaw Man.
My boy got that drip on.
Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Bro, his videos are so nicely edited. Oh my goodness, bro.
I've said this a few times before, but I haven't actually read the Chainsaw Man manga yet. Why? I mean, just look at this. Wouldn't you want to experience this story for the first time via anime?
Oh God, though.
This good?
It looks good, bro. I'm really about to finish it. It's been amazing.
One of the hottest names in manga right now, and while Chainsaw
Man
is busy taking over the world, I wanted to take a chance to talk about some of his other works, because after perusing, I fully believe that he might be one of my new favorite manga artists of all time. Reading this guy's work and seeing,
I'm gonna check out some more shows for sure, or manga.
Might be witnessing the journey of one of the greatest manga artists of our time. Yes, burn this name
for real. Hey, that got my skin tingling.
Everything he's
damn, my boy.
Is, in my opinion, worth a read. So if you're looking for something to hold you over from that Chainsaw Man hype, this is the perfect place to look. Let's start with Fire Punch.
Fire Punch, okay. Okay, let's go back to Fire Punch, man.
Punches things with fire.
With fire, okay. Hold on, what? Hold on, let me see.
Fucking nailed it. It's the end of the world. The earth is frozen over into an ice age, plunging everyone into a never-ending winter.
Wow.
Push life to the edge. Plants won't grow, animals are dead, and humanity is on the brink of extinction. Thankfully, there are some humans that have been blessed with superpowers and can perform feats of miracle, like our main character, who's been blessed with the ability to regenerate. Under any circumstance, this would be his opportunity to be a superhero, but in this barren wasteland, there's only one way his power can be useful. As an infinite food source.
What?
He painfully severs his village to feast upon, so they don't starve to death, even though there's little reason for anyone to keep the will to survive.
Oh my God, that is that is depressing.
Punch opens up its world and introduces you to the story that you're about to experience. Because one day, after encountering another group of people who find out this village has resorted to cannibalism to survive, another blessed human takes it upon himself to cleanse the entire village with his own powers by burning everyone alive with a flame that cannot be extinguished until the subject is dead.
That's crazy.
This means he's been set ablaze with a flame that will never stop burning him, as he regenerates faster than his body can turn to ash. For one whole year, he could do nothing but writhe around in pain.
This is ridiculous.
But unable to ever die. 3 years pass until he can slightly move around by chewing his tongue off to distract him from the pain. 5 years he learns to breathe with the pain of the flame searing his lungs upon every
This manga, hey, this writer is crazy.
He's fully able to adapt to the pain, and the first thing he does is he makes a fist engulfed in flames and goes, "I'ma punch that motherfucker who did this to me." Yeah. How's that for an origin story? Oh, look at this man with
that's crazy.
Was the little spider bite painful? Did it give you a boo-boo? Oh, that looks like a pain.
Then he's shitting on Peter Parker right now.
Little baby sad because his parents got shot and now he listens to My Chemical Romance. Little baby, don't be sad. It's gonna be okay. Fuck that. How about having your friends
oh my goodness, Bully Maguire.
Only to have your entire existence be in constant searing pain of being scorched to death every moment of your life. Fire Punch takes the superpowered, superhuman stories you know and completely
to the next level, though. Fujimoto, right? That's the right way to say his name? man.
Like by dropping you into one of the most brutal and unforgiving worlds I've seen in manga. You got electric powers? Fantastic. Give me a hammer so I can go around saving the world like Thor, right? Nah. Actually, you know what? You can be really
That's not his style.
Battery that people can use to power their homes. Firepower? Brilliant. We're going through an ice age right now, so heat's the one thing humans need. So let's just strap you down so you can become our personal industrial power plant. If you have powers,
this is
not
crazy.
Just a human being, but a natural resource people need to expend in order
Nah,
to
that's
survive.
damn near.
By
Damn.
God, we're going to survive
Oh my
by
goodness.
any means necessary. This is a world without hope, and Fire Punch uses this as a vehicle to dive right into the deep end to showcase some of the worst sides of humanity and the things people will turn to in times of desperation.
Right, they were really eating his arms though.
Fujimoto manages to present them in a way that feels fresh and new. It's a dark, deep, introspective story that somehow finds time to make some kick-ass action along the way as well. And even then, he
Fire
finds
Punch,
his own
okay.
way to do things. Like, I don't know why in basically every story I've seen with superpowers, there seems to be this unspoken agreement that no more than 2 people will have exactly the same
power, right?
If 2 people in the world do meet with the same power, it's just like, oh, hey, you know, I'm like the token fire guy in the story, so I guess we've got to battle to the death and stuff, okay? Fire Punch says, fuck that. Let's have a full-on slaughter fest with a room full of Wolverines who can regenerate and see who comes out on top.
Oh my
People
God.
What kind of powers exist and have adapted fighting styles that play to their strengths and weaknesses of the powers they
Well,
got.
she ain't got no clothes on in a blizzard.
Body parts can be a resource, a weapon to be used to give you an advantage. Agni gets impaled, fucking chops his own head off.
Oh my goodness.
Generate faster and get back in the fight. Chucks his arm at someone and sets them on fire. Somehow in this world gone mad, Fire Punch still feels like it's steeped in realism. This is how people would fight, act, and live if shit like this actually happened in the real world.
That's crazy to think. That's scary to think about.
World with little reason to wake up and continue living. Where can you even?
He's amazing though. Like the writer's amazing. Like I couldn't even think of nothing like this.
To find hope in a place of hopelessness. It's also a story of a guy who's been set on fire and punches people. It gives you such a unique feeling reading it because there is one big distinguishing trait I found with Fujimoto's work.
Fujimoto, okay.
It's fucking weird. Within chapter 1, Agni's sister is like, Oni-chan, do you want to repopulate the world with me? And I was like, oh, Fire Punch. I didn't realize this was the kind of fire we were going to be starting with here. But, you know, luckily before she could light the flames off the incest dumpster fire, she just became one. Ayo! One of the characters they want to make a movie and cast Agni as the main character, which is like, okay. Another person meets a village doctor, and he seems like a swell guy. He wants to save all the children and the dogs. Must be a good guy if he cares for dogs.
Nah, it's about to get wicked, right?
Like, so, wanna fuck my dogs? And that's like some of the more normal plot developments that happen. The second half of Fire Punch is psychedelic.
Nah, this must be a crazy read.
The more pages you turn, and I'm definitely gonna need another video to break this down because I need you guys to know. I can't be the only one to know what it feels like to be on Fujimoto's wild ride. If you think you know,
that boy be wildin', bro.
You're wrong. Every time you think Agni's gonna take 1 step forward, he takes 2 steps left and levitates up. This is not the kind of series that will make any kind of sense in the traditional way, but if there's one thing I will guarantee you, it's that it'll give you an experience like none that you've ever had before. And that's something I feel emanating out of all of this guy's work.
Now I feel like the title's actually like very accurate now that I know more about him or his work.
To throw in some batshit insane things into his work, even if he knows the general audience might not understand it. Fire Punch was a melting pot of raw ideas from a talent that had yet been refined. It is far from the perfect manga, but through the unhinged madness, I could tell that there was something special behind this vision. And I think Fujimoto learned a lot of lessons from this, because his future work would only grow to be more polished while maintaining his unique, insane style. Obviously, in Chainsaw Man...
You know what? Now that he says that about the Fire Punch, I could kind of see... I believe episode 9 of Chainsaw Man, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but what the events that happened and how everything was so brutal and so gruesome, it makes sense now that I heard about Fire Punch. Like, this is what the author, this is like his kind of style. I remember watching episode 9, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, this is beyond anything I've seen before. Like, it had me, like, jaw drop for a minute because it was just like, it had me speechless, like, damn, like, am I tripping or is this real life? Like, he make you question reality, so I could see the consistencies throughout his work. So I'm actually happy I'm watching this video because it's always nice to know the mind or the person behind the anime or the manga you're watching, the manga you're reading, or whatever you're consuming.
Namely, Look Back and Goodbye.
I feel like Look Back definitely a banger. It just sounds like it's interesting.
You see around 50-ish or so pages acting like an extended manga chapter, and yet this guy somehow had the gall to do 2 very notable one-shots, one being 143 pages and the other being 200 pages. That's not a one-shot, that's an entire fucking manga volume, which I believe in the mangaka world we refer to as absolutely fucking cracked. But it was in reading these two titles
Okay.
that changed my perception of Fujimoto from just being a talented manga artist to being an absolute genius.
Genius.
Both of these
Ooh,
one-shots tell
I
stories
gotta
you
read
may be
these.
Very familiar with. Look Back follows the life story of two manga artists that become friends, and Goodbye Eri is about dealing with the grief at the loss of a loved one.
Okay.
But they both take their own very weird
Turns,
their
okay.
own weird Fujimoto flair that will take more time for me to describe than for you to just go ahead and read them. So please, just go fucking do that. They're both
Okay.
available on the Shonen Jump app, and I guarantee you're not going to.
I've never really sat down, dedicated, and read an entire manga. So if you guys would be interested in me reading a few of Fujimoto's works on the channel, like Look Back and the one he just mentioned, if you guys would be interested in me actually like sitting on the channel and making like manga style videos, let me know in the comment section below. I'll definitely do that. Like, it'll be my very first time, so it'll be like a new experience for the both of us. So I feel like that might be something new to add to the channel. So guys, let me know in the comment section below if you guys will like that or not.
Him so special.
I can't wait to
This
read
is what
these.
it's
I'm not
like
gonna lie.
seeing a genius visual storyteller at work. He knows when to use dialogue and when to shut up and let his panels do the talking. Take this scene from Look Back. Fujino is just a kid who draws manga for fun.
Right.
The comics get published in a 4th grade newsletter and everyone praises her for it. She's talented, they say. She's the best there is, they say.
Right.
There is no one that could be better than her. She is a manga genius.
Right.
That is until one day, another person her age publishes their art in exactly the same newsletter and completely blows hers out the water. Hers
Oh
is
my
like an amateur
goodness.
scribble next to this mystery person, and everyone around her makes her know it. So, unwilling to take the L, she practices. Day in, day out, she wants to improve her art. Before she knows it, it's years later, and she's looking at her new improved comic next to the same person who's also
Oh my
drastically
goodness.
better in a way that she could never even hope to reach.
Wow.
There's no way she could ever compete. She gives up on manga, and so time passes. And
Right.
eventually she reaches graduation age. Her teacher asks to deliver a diploma that belongs to this mysterious rival that she never met. And after reluctantly going along with it, by
Damn.
chance, they meet. Turns out her rival was another girl that was a complete shut-in all this time that focused on nothing but
manga.
art. She
Right.
finds out that her rival was actually jealous of her and her storytelling skills, and on top of that was even a fan. After asking
Really?
for an autograph, the
That's
other girl,
awesome.
the rival, the person that in Fujino's mind she could never hope to compete with, calls her a manga genius.
That's
Then,
awesome,
after
bro.
saying goodbye, all you see her doing is walking away, and you see this, then you turn the page.
What happened? She crying? I know that must mean a lot.
It's rare to see such a mastery when it comes to visual storytelling.
That-
You can feel
hey.
a wave of emotions shifting and turning in a way that's normally
That's actually beautiful. I can't wait to start reading
Joy,
manga.
excitement, validation, vindication. This didn't feel like I was reading a manga. It felt like I was watching a movie, not with rough storyboards, but with real actors conveying their subtle emotions. And that's the magic of his work. His
Fujimoto
art
sound like the
creates
GOAT,
a
man.
range of emotions and impact. One panel could be a silly character making a dumb face, and then the next could be a beautifully haunting existential nightmare. The kinds of panel with such striking imagery that it will be burned into your psyche for years, decades, for your life to come. It's this ability to switch on and off at a whim that makes Fujimoto a master. We are just puppets on his stage, with our emotions tailored to whatever he wants to express. And all this
Nah, that's
on full
dope.
display in Goodbye Eri, which is one of my favorite pieces of short fiction I've ever read. The manga focuses on a boy trying to come
Goodbye,
to terms with
Eri.
his mother passing away from
Okay.
cancer, and he does this by making his own movie that he films with his own very weird and twisted personality. What makes this special isn't just the story that's told, but the way manga is used as a way to tell it. Almost every page of this manga is split into 4 panels, almost like they're frames from a movie itself. The
Okay.
movie being made in this story. Sometimes we are cutting to different scenes, sometimes it's a behind the scenes shot, and sometimes there are entire double page spreads of almost the exact same panel, just so we can see subtle movement and expression. Which means the few times a page breaks this paneling formula, it impacts you in a new way I've never
The way Gigguk just
experienced
also
before.
describes this is crazy. It got my skin crawling.
It just hits fucking different, alright? The narrative takes you on a journey of what you perceive as real, reframing your perception as you continue reading. Right up until the end, it weaves in and out of some perfect blue-esque reality, and we're here to figure out whether we're watching a play or whether we're watching real life unfold. The fourth wall isn't broken,
Now this is beautiful, man.
And we as an audience are wondering if it ever existed in the first place. This isn't a manga. This is an indie film that's been playing inside of Fujimoto's mind, and we've been lucky enough to get front row seats at its screening. Somehow,
he got me excited to read a few of his short pieces.
This one shot packs more emotion in these 200 pages than most manga do in their entire run. There are twists, there are turns, there's that same Fujimoto weirdness that takes you to a place you never thought the story would go, but at the end of it all, there is a message, loud and clear, that culminates in a final panel that blew me away. This was, in the simplest of terms, a masterpiece. If it was a real screening, I would have stood up and given a standing ovation. And that's why I don't think I'm overstating it when I say Tatsuki Fujimoto could be one of the future goats of manga. It's rare
for real, he's definitely a goat. What I'm hearing, I can't wait to read it myself.
Witnessing the start of his journey. I'm very surprised Chainsaw Man blew up as much as it did. Telling me his work would be something that appeals to mainstream audiences would be about as surprising as telling me that David Lynch is directing the next MCU movie. But at the same time, I'm really glad that it did, because behind all this craziness, behind all the weirdness, behind all the batshit insane ideas, there is a raw desire for expression. You can feel Tatsuki Fujimoto's pure passion for storytelling bleeding out of every single panel he does. Some of it may be pretty out there, but through it, I sense a conviction like no other from someone who's so unwilling to compromise on his vision, even if it means having to stick the middle finger to popular convention. And
I love that. I love that. I love that.
As the wider world can get a glimpse of the face of a new manga.
That character is fire though. Alright guys, that's gonna conclude my reaction to Chainsaw Man's author is insane. Gigguk has a very beautiful way of wording things to help you feel how the pieces of art, whether it be a manga, whether it be an anime, affected him. Gigguk relays the feeling that he gets from manga and puts it on you as the viewer, and it's like I'm not gonna lie, I feel it. Like I really don't even read manga at all, but that actually has me considering starting the manga and then starting with one of Fujimoto's pieces of work. And like I said in the middle of the video, if you guys would be interested in that, I would be more than willing to try that out on the channel. I enjoyed the video, man. He always brings banger. I can't wait to react to more of his videos here soon, and I can't wait to bring more content. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace. Real life, dark side, collide,